2-a, two-step equation. I can solve two-step equations.
Awesome. And in some cases, they're more than 2 steps just because you guys are so smart. Thank you, Maggie. All right, so number 1, we skip straight into the work. We don't have any vocab. On number 1, why did we add 5 first? Why did we add 5 first? Obviously, we have to get the variable by itself. That's our number 1 goal. We've been doing that since day 1. Campbell, why did we add 5 first?
Because it's the easier operation.
It's the easier operation. It's much easier than dividing everything by 2, right? Okay, to clarify, if I have 2w minus 5 equals 4, and I wanted to divide by 2, would I have to divide everything by 2 on this side?
Yes.
Yeah, even the 5, right? So we don't want that because then we're dealing with fractions, and we already talked about we don't want to deal with the fractions, so we're just going to subtract or add 5 first. Once we did that and cleaned it up, we got a pretty simple problem, and you can take it from there. Number 2, be careful when you write these. A lot of you wrote this one backwards, so we gave you the word version, you had to write the number version with the variable. Again, in this situation, we did the easy thing first and subtracted 18 instead of divided by -4. Number 3, we didn't have a whole lot going on, other than we had to figure out how to get y by itself, and we didn't want to subtract 7, because really that wouldn't have made any sense. So we just got rid of our variable by multiplying by 2. Once we multiplied by 2, we went from y minus 7 over 2 to just y minus 7. Much easier, yes, no?
Yes.
Number 4, we said it's always a good idea to get rid of fractions in an algebraic equation as early as possible. And then number 5 came along. And look at this baby. It goes on and on and on. So we have a fraction in number 5, but a lot of you chose not to get rid of the fraction first. Is that okay?
Yes.
A lot of you said, well, Mr. Padre, you also said to do the easy step first, and the easiest thing would be to subtract 12, yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so we subtracted 12. We were dealing with then 3/4 y equals 9/10 minus 12. We have fractions with unlike denominators. Do I need to see your work when you have unlike denominators?
Yes.
Yeah, so we rewrote it as 9/10 minus 12 over 1. So this went down here, and it's much easier to write it horizontal. We found common denominators. Okay, we converted into our equivalent fractions. We cross-reduced. Yes, no?
Yes.
We ended up with, what, 111 over 10. And then we multiplied by the reciprocal of 3/4, which is 4/3, and carried on our problem from there. Lots and lots of steps there. It takes patience. It takes practice to get these. Number 6 was a very similar problem. Again, in this case, we added 7 to both sides first, and then carried out our work from that point forward. I'll let you guys view that problem as much as you need to. And then the last one was a word problem about a phone plan. I love this step right here. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this problem, but I love that a lot of you, without me even telling you, assign the variable. You read the word problem and you figured out what don't I know, and whatever you don't know is your variable. So we wrote our equation, using the variable, and solved our problem. And again, I'll let you look at that one on your own. Really a good idea to always assign variables. Questions, comments before I stop?